Of course, at the heart of every Queen show, at the heart of Queen, is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he's been gone for what will be, at the time of the tour, 32 years. Brian, Roger, it's tough enough for any band to continue without a key member, especially without the lead singer. Lots of bands have tried. A few have been fairly successful. But you guys have done it twice, and you've overcome the odds. You very successfully did it with first with Paul Rodgers and now with Adam. What is it about the magic of Queen that you think allowed it to transcend what could have been fatal for the band?
It's funny. I think part of the answer is that it was organic in both cases. We didn't look for it. I think Roger and I were quite prepared to quit Queen when we lost Freddie. I just happened to bump into Paul Rodgers and we did a thing together and we went, ooh, wouldn't it be interesting to go out? And yeah. So we went out and had a great time. We got sort of oriented back towards the blues a bit. But it had its life and that was it. Paul needed to go off and do his thing. Suddenly, out of nowhere, even though Roger and myself are both at that point going, okay, we've done it now. We did it in the old days. We did it with Paul, now we're done. And then along comes Adam Lambert, who can do extraordinary things with his voice. Plus, he has the showman elements, he has the presence, he has the contact with an audience. And I don't want to boast, but I thought very early on this could be the guy. Not alone, because everyone was telling me, you've got to see this guy. He's got to be your new singer. But it was fairly obvious that it might work. Let's put it that way.
Well,
it was entirely obvious he had an extraordinary voice. And
you don't find one of these any place. There's a 1 in a billion voice.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Well, personally, I try to imagine what it must be like, and what enters my imagination is sheer terror and panic. To step into the spotlight as the lead singer of Queen. That takes a lot of confidence, and a lot of fearlessness.
Yeah. Or the ability to make it look like you're confident. I definitely had my fair share of nerves and doubts, and I put on a good poker face. So I think, like the first full-length gig we did, I will say that at that point in my life, I had a lot of theater experience and training, and I had done Idol, and I think I was like, okay, well, this is your moment to just, do what you do. And I did my best. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
I find it incredible, though, that it's so long since Freddie went. Actually longer than we were together with him. Which is hard to comprehend, actually. I think we can't quite believe we are still going at the level that we're going.
The key element is that Freddie is still with us. The spirit of Freddie is very much alive in us, and you see certain little bits of Freddie, actually in the show. You hear him and you see him just a little bit. But also his spirit is in the whole thing. And Adam very much carries that with him, which is very generous of him. He never kind of forgets the fact that he's channeling something. And Adam's never been an imitator in any sense, but he channels all the stuff that we built up together, and particularly Freddie, of course.
It's nice to try to carry on the spirit with which Freddie performed the songs. Not necessarily imitating the technique or exactly what he did with his voice, but the intention has always been my goal. What is the audience meant to feel in this moment? Why was this lyric written? What was the backstory here? What are you trying to communicate? And that's what I think, doing that studying and kind of having great conversations with Brian and Roger have allowed me to figure out what that intention is.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.